Like why would you pay for a meal if you don't have to? And it ain't that they want to be treated like a lady. It's just that they just don't want to pay no money.
I want my refund back.
Some women, not all women. You know what I'm saying?
What Slimmy saying, though, it's like the feminine part of masculinity.
I ain't arguing at all. I mean, I say that all the time. But I, as far as this conversation goes, I just think women they're able to play both sides because honestly, most men are suckers, and they're gonna allow it. They're gonna allow it. You don't have to. All right, so we're going for the same job, and this woman, she don't have to work as hard. She don't have to meet all the qualifications just because she's a woman. Just because you, for instance, you gotta let so many women in the workplace, so she just gets the job. Shit like that. Like you don't have to meet all the qualifications. That's not working and earning your spot. Some women don't have to earn their keep.
Well, why should they? Why should they?
Why shouldn't they?
But
there's men. Like you want to compete with men?
No, they want to beat men, and so you'll take every advantage.
So listen up right here, guys. Anton is about to expose why he's the way he is. Listen up, very, very clear.
I think that's what I'm saying. I think that's the difference. People keep saying, and even myself, I've made a mistake in saying women want to compete with men. I don't think that they want to compete with men. I think that they just want to win. And the difference is, it's like this diversity, equity, and inclusion shit or whatever, right? They don't really care about that shit. The only reason they don't care about as far as, like, I don't believe that women are really advocating for women's rights. I think that women advocate for a leg up to compete better. I think that they feel as though they are able to compete. They'll just take every handicap to go along with it. Like if you felt like you was the best person, if you felt like you was the best person on a golf course, but you could still get a handicap in order to get a leg up on somebody, would you?
No.
Even if it was $1 million prize at the end of it?
Listen.
No, I don't want no handicaps. I don't want no handouts.
Bullshit.
I want to earn it.
Bullshit.
I want to earn it.
Bullshit.
No, there's no bullshit.
Nobody is going to say I want to earn it when $1 million on the line.
Cap.
I will.
You're going to take whatever advantage you can get in order to get the $1 million.
Okay.
And I'm going to stop it right there.
Great spot.
Anton just told us that he'll take every advantage. Let me say that one more time. Anton Daniel just spoke to the world and said he would take every advantage to get $1 million. Some of y'all might be stuck on the $1 million, but he's just told y'all this nigga will go to any means necessary to win, to get a bag, to be that guy. And that is why he is in the position he is in today. And I call this bystanders betrayal is because y'all going to see a lot of videos today of a lot of niggas trying to tell Anton the right thing to do. But he don't ever want to do the right thing.
Your film study is impeccable.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Shark. Yeah, we reaching, and we glad you caught the bait. As we
got him, classic.
You know, things go over the little dumb niggas' head these days, man. So we're gonna go ahead and keep moving. But y'all don't understand that y'all gonna see a lot of clips today of Anton not heeding to the advice of those around him. And when he tried to get the advice, y'all gonna see a lot of times where he overtalks people. And this is betrayal, dog. This is bystander betrayal. Nobody was willing to talk to him. Nobody was willing to tell him don't go this far. Like my boy Classy was saying, the worst thing, what you said your dad said about the worst person that
yeah, my pops always told me never beef with a person that give a F less than you do because they're willing to go farther than you'll go. Never beef with a person that give less of a than you do. Yeah, trying to keep it clean. You feel me?
Oh, you're good. You're good.
I've been working on it.
You're good. But that's what you guys are seeing here with Anton Daniels. Like a lot of y'all in the chat won't understand it. What's up, homie? He said, "What's good? New Orleans in here? Yes, sir. Yes, sir." Louisiana.
What up, baby?
Yeah. So a lot of people don't understand that Anton just told everyone why he makes the moves he makes. He's willing to go to any extent to get what he feels he deserves. He's willing to take any shortcuts. He's willing to put his daughter on the line. He's willing to put his wife on the line. And we're going to keep chopping this up. Because Classy made a good point, man. Nobody was really calling him out, dog. Nobody's really calling out what's really going on here. And that's what we're going to do here tonight. Myself and
My dog.
put up on his end. But we're going to cut up a lot of film tonight. This is a film study, man. So if you don't watch sports, if you ain't a person who likes to understand why the game didn't really go the way it should have went, this might not be the show for you. But if you somebody who really want to understand psychology, you really want to understand what niggas go wrong, we're going to play all the film for you today. That first film happened yesterday.
That was yesterday?
It was yesterday. But we finna go all the way back to the beginning. In the beginning. So what you got to say before we move on, my guy?
I think I mentioned it. I mentioned it on my stream, but I'll mention it again here for sure, is that, you know, I've always took the position that people who are overly about money, I don't trust them. I always said, like, this is a question that I ask people just to measure who I'm dealing with, not to judge them, but to measure, right? I always ask people, if the richest person on the planet Earth came to you with a blank check and they say, write any number on this check you want, you know, for whatever your reasons are, you ain't got to explain it to me, right? Whatever number you want is yours. You know what I'm saying? How people answer that question, it just gives me an understanding of who I'm talking to. That's all. That's all. I'm not trying to say I could prejudge them totally off none of that, but I've heard people say 20 billion. I done heard people say as little as 10K. I done heard people say, you get what I'm saying? So when you ask that, but the 20 billion people, the 100 million people, the quadrillion dollar people, you got to watch them real close, bro, because everything for sale. They loyalty, they integrity, they dignity, they pride, you know what I'm saying? They'll compromise everything for sale. You feel me? When money is just absolutely first for you. You know what I'm saying? You put your family out there on the ledge. You feel what I'm saying? And then look, for the sake of money, back out the blocks when it's time to protect them most. We'll get to it, I'm sure. I don't know what the film, I don't know what all the footage is that we got to tap into. I'm sure we're gonna get to it, but you see what I'm saying? So anytime people start talking about money, and that's all the conversation, that's the top of all. Yeah, but what about the bread? Everything spin back around the block to the bread. You just got to watch them real close. That's all I'm gonna say for now, because I'm sure we got a lot more to get to.
Yeah, we got a lot of film. What's good? My Louisiana guy, he said questions will be answered with just a few questions from me. Yes, sir. Y'all going to see a lot tonight. We're going to show the playbook tonight. We're going to show the playbook. My boy in the building, Plug, said he chose to go against a man who talked ish about his own family. What the F did you think he would do or wouldn't do? Think, nigga, think. Hey, he said he spoke on Kevin Hart's $1 billion deal for his name. Hey, none of that's important tonight, guys. We're gonna stay right here on Anton. We can't take any of the pressure off of Anton tonight. What's up, Sonny? Welcome in to Sonny. So, y'all, we're gonna take y'all back to the beginning to knock out this playbook. You know, because sometimes you got to know what the defense ran the game before. You got to know what the offense like, the favorite play. So we're gonna start right here, man. We're gonna start right here. This is the aftermath right after Anton leaves the Corey Holcomb show. Pay attention. I'm gonna have to call out somebody I really don't want to call out tonight, but I'm gonna have to call them out.
Uh-oh.
What up, though?
What's happening?
I'm still setting up. I'm just getting into the hotel.
Okay.
What do y'all want to know? Go ahead, get your questions out.
Man, I told we should already had the conversation rolling, man. Y'all waiting on orders. Anton would have wanted you to have the conversation rolling already.
Do I have? Okay, I got it now.
Share my screen. Let's get it started.
All right. Give me a second.
I don't know what it looked like from everybody else's perspective.
I can show it to it wasn't no air.
We waited. We didn't even look or nothing. People were
no, you ain't look.
Oh, they've been
I saw the whole thing from beginning to end. I don't need no replay.
Focus because I know at the end of the day he want us to focus over here. Okay.
I put it up. Nah, I'm
right.
telling you, man. All right, here we go.
I would suggest everybody once that stream in.
I'm just saying, I ain't heard you talk about white men.
Well, you
since
ain't
you've
been
been up here.
You ain't been listening. You ain't been listening.
I've been listening to you.
No, you haven't.
I hear you
don't
taking
have,
the.
You don't have the capacity to be able to listen because you're too busy.
No. You got me wrong.
You too busy.
My capacity that you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you seen something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down because you talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it, and that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
Here you go, right here.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
Nah, homie, let me tell you something, homie. I don't suck dick. I don't suck. I tell you, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats. I'm with it, homie. I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about none.
Well, I tell you what. Watch that dick sucking shit, cause that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking.
You say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
okay, but that gay shit. Oh, you
I don't give a fuck about what you talk about.
Hey, homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put no dick sucking shit. Don't put no dick sucking shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say I suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No. I
don't do no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I flew out here to have a conversation.
We good.
But you're not bossing up on me.
Yo,
we good. I did already. I don't do dick sucking shit.
Put the microphone right down. Right now, I'm going up. I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Homie, you just running your mouth.
I'm not.
Okay, here we go. All right, now Anton. Let me move this out the screen right here.
How do I? Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna ask you what was this right here, but before I get into you, Anton, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the perception of it. All right.
You can say whatever you want to say.
Okay. So the perception of it from a man point of view, this is two men having passionate conversations. This is one man thinking that he's harder than the other, and the other man proving that he's not. And then they right here.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
That nigga was like this.
Yeah.
He was holding the microphone like this, nigga. That's
okay.
That's the honest to God on everything.
Look at Slimmy face, bro.
Stripper, bro.
Look at Q face. Look at Slimmy face, bro.
So for everybody who's been, now I follow Anton, guys. I watch Anton very closely for years now. 2K never backed down from an argument or a debate from Anton. 2K was just about to tell that Negro how he really looked.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody missed that. He never let 2K speak again the rest of that night.
Nope.
He knew 2K was going to have the same outlook that probably 95% of people who grew up the way 2K did. Y'all are going to see throughout this conversation tonight and all his conversation, he never allows the people around him to tell him the truth. He will out-talk you. He will over-talk you. He would tell you, no, that's not what you've seen. He's going to give you all the adjectives about the other person. He's going to tell you the hands were shaking, and he's going to do all these things to make things, because he just told us on the first video, y'all, I'll take whatever advantage I can take to win. Just like Classic just said, look at Slimmy.
Mm-hmm. Look at his face.
You couldn't pause that on a better face if you tried. That looked like a face saying, nigga, you lied.
Yeah.
But all these people up here, before I let Classic cook, all these people up here, dog, This is bystanders betrayal. That's why I say a lot of people, this is going to go over your head. But I used to use this analogy for a lot of people, man. The worst thing you can do as a general is to go into war, fire, get contact, and you turn around and there's no troops to be found. Y'all are witnessing a general who has been scarred, who has been damaged, and his troops have retreated. They're no longer taking up for him. They no longer talking about him. They no longer willing to. 2K don't even want to argue, dog. If y'all watch Anton and any of the shows, dog, 2K will argue about the littlest thing, dog. Black people living in Mississippi. They'll go 3 hours talking about niggas living in Mississippi and what cars they drive. But the night that you got manhandled, you won't let this dude speak a word. Because you knew 2K was going to give you the reality check that you didn't want.
Mm-hmm.
This is bystanders betrayal. I'm telling y'all going to look back at this some years from now and be like, yeah. Because I'm telling y'all, the general armor has been chipped. And his troops are nowhere to be found. He ain't got no bandages ready for him. They ain't got no blood clot for him. They don't got nothing for him. He is bleeding out slowly, dog. And y'all are witnessing nothing but bystander betrayal. The only people that are probably going to really stay faithful to him is all the females.
You talking about as far as the panel, not his following.
Yeah, his followers are going to be there. They're going to be there. Yeah. The Danielites, what you call them, the Danielites?
The Anton Danielites? Yeah.
They're going to be there.
Listen, man. I think I covered this footage already, but I'm disappointed in more than 2K. I know that's your boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real, bro. Like, I'm disappointed with more than I'm disappointed. The first person I'm disappointed in is Molly. And I am and I'm not. Well, so, okay, I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised.
Okay.
Molly about that bread. So that's why I'm not surprised, because I heard he pay well over there. So I'm not surprised because Molly about that bread. Molly make it clear she about that bread. So I'm not surprised, but I'm disappointed because Molly is the one female where if she spoke against him, because she never, ever, ever do, I think he truly would take heed to it.
Yeah,
I think he truly would take heed to it. Damn, Molly telling me, Molly offering me correction. Molly missed to come to bat. Listen, all the streams I did this week, I thought Molly was going to show up if anybody showed up in my chat. If anybody from his panel showed up in my chat, it'd be Molly. It'd be Molly. Molly would come in there and drop $100 super chat. You see me talking to you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Molly ain't give him nothing. He handled his business. What? Not you, Molly. Molly the quickest to call these dudes gay. Molly the quickest to say these dudes don't protect their manhood. Molly the quickest to talk about niggas that's for sale out here. Molly the fastest, you know what I'm saying? And he's exhibiting these things.
Yeah.
So where's that energy for time? I was disappointed in Slimmy as our local registered crash out. Where was the energy, gang? Because Slimmy not going for none of that. Slimmy from the Midwest. They throw way more hands in Ohio than they do in Chicago. That's a boxing town. There's a lot of champions out of Ohio. They throwing them boys in Ohio. I know Slimmy wouldn't have let that ride. Corey Holcomb would have never been able to sit in Slimmy lap like that.
That's true.
So if you a man who wouldn't have let that go like that, you got something to say to a man who did. You feel me?
I do.
They all just, and you could see it on their face. They were subdued. Anton came in there. 2K said it. It was very telling. Shout out to Uncle Plug TV for catching it. I caught it too. 2K said, y'all waiting on permission.
Yeah.
When 2K began to talk, Anton said, go ahead, say whatever you want. He don't need your permission, nigga. Why are you telling him to say what he want? Even though it's just a little slick, just a little passing by comment, it's telling. Why you say that? Oh, go ahead. You can say whatever you want. Nigga, I don't need you to tell me that. I was going to say what I wanted anyway. Bruh, when I open my mouth, I'm going to say what I want for the rest of my life. I don't need no man to tell me I can say what that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that just lets you know mentally, bro. And I covered, this is an ego check. Yep. It's an ego check, but he's not taking the checking
at all.
When you don't take the lesson, you keep going through it.
But what people fail to realize, class, is these are his only friends. So if they don't check him,
who will?
He'll never get checked.
Mm.
That nigga, those are his friends, dog. That panel that he builds Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, that's his friends.
Mm.
He has nowhere else to go, dog. And that's what's gonna make it so difficult for him. Because they're gonna keep taking the bag. They ain't gonna leave. Why would you leave your estate?
You said $5K an episode, bro. That's $15,000 a week. I think I'm gonna just sit there and let his ass talk too. Oh God, go on, crash out. I'm finna stack up real quick for this ship finish sinking.
See, Christian said the same thing. He said outside of Panama, man, I don't think he got friends. I agree.
mean, how could he? He worked too